It has been a mild winter here so far in southwest British Columbia, with enough sun to keep spirits up and plenty of rain to keep the forest lush and also encourage cozy time inside. But that came to an end rather abruptly, with an Arctic outflow bringing a little snow, then a lot of snow, followed by incredibly cold temperatures for the region. But going with the flow and making the best of an unpredictable life is what living in a van is all about. At least for someone like myself who values being adaptable and finding the beauty in everyday existence. I enjoyed some nice snuggles with Frank this morning, and I wasn't paying any attention to what was going on in the world around me. And when I looked outside, there's snow. There's snow on the ground. And I was just kind of like, my jaw just dropped because I wasn't, for some reason I wasn't expecting it. It hadn't gone from rain to snow. Normally if it's raining and I know the temperature's dropping and then it goes silent, I will check for snow, but it just came silently. It was snowing a little bit this morning, but it stopped, so it's not much. I don't think I'll have a problem getting out of here today, but the season is definitely changing, and there's some very, very extremely cold weather forecasted in a couple days, like -24 at this point. Well, it's so nice. I love it. I really enjoy the snow, although it does get a little inconvenient on the back roads. If there's too much or it gets too icy, I start to lose access, which, isn't ideal, but there are some benefits to it being frozen and snowy, and one of those is that you're a lot less likely to get mold develop, and I'm less likely to have rain coming in through my back door. So yeah, there's pros and cons to everything, and at this point, there's no drama. There's no need to make any drama about a little bit of snow, so I'm just going to enjoy the beauty, savor it. And I'm actually about to head into town right now to go for a walk with my friend and just do some chores at her house, like shower and laundry and stuff, which I'm very grateful to be able to do. It makes my life a lot easier when I'm home in Squamish like I am right now. As I went about my day running errands and going to appointments, the snow started falling again, and it didn't look like it was going to let up. A past me might have considered hitting the back roads to make an epic thumbnail, But one of my big goals for 2024 is to be kinder to my nervous system so that I'm not stuck living in fight or flight. And this is one of those goals that's been really helpful to work with a therapist who can help me set better boundaries with myself around risky or impulsive behavior, which is why I'm so happy to have BetterHelp as a sponsor for this video. BetterHelp made restarting therapy so easy and much less intimidating than when I did in-person therapy. With BetterHelp, you can talk to your therapist from your home or even out in nature, and you get to choose whether the session is a phone call, video chat, or even messaging. Whatever is the most comfortable version of therapy for you. BetterHelp can match you with one of over 30,000 therapists in their network based on your needs, preferences, and location, which gives you access to a wider range of expertise than may be available in your city. To get started, go to betterhelp.com/alpine to save 10% off your first month. Then you fill out a questionnaire that will ask you questions about what challenges you're going through and what kind of therapist you'd like. And then BetterHelp can match you with a therapist in most cases within 48 hours. You can schedule therapy sessions at a time that's convenient for you. And if you happen to feel like your therapist isn't a great fit, you can switch therapists with a click of a button in your settings at no additional cost. And this is a feature I really like because it can be awkward kind of breaking up with your therapist if they're not the right fit, and it also just makes it a lot easier to find the right one than starting the search all over again. Join over 4 million people who have used BetterHelp to start living a healthier, happier life, myself included. Click the link in the description or visit betterhelp.com/alpine. That's better, HELP. Clicking that link helps support this channel and also gets you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp so you can connect with a therapist and see if it helps you. I absolutely love when it snows on the West Coast. It's just so pretty. I really actually like snow whenever it falls. I really think it's really pretty, especially in the forest, and I like how it has a different look depending on how cold it is. So it was actually pretty warm today. It was kind of just barely freezing, like just cold enough for it to snow. So to me that felt warm. And it has been a relatively warm winter here so far. It's actually been quite nice because we've either had sun or rain, and I have been craving rain. It's been so nice to just have cozy days in the van and just hear the rain pounding down on the roof, and yeah, just the smell of it, and it keeps the air so clean because like any impurities in the air, the rain will wash it out. So the air is just super clean and super fresh, and it's been really, really nice. Like the rain was one of the biggest reasons I've stayed on the coast this winter, is that I just felt like I was craving it. It was a very dry summer, even by Yukon standards, which is quite a bit drier than down here. It was still drier than they normally have. It was a pretty dry autumn up there. I think I got more snow up there than I got rain. And winter was dry because I was in the desert, and it smells amazing when it rains in the desert, but it just doesn't actually happen that often. And last fall and early winter when I was here, it was frozen, so it was snowing. So it has been really nice to have all that rain, but like I've mentioned, it does mean leaks. It means a lot of condensation, and it means mold. And I've just had like a little bit of just like a tiny bit of mold, really easy to deal with here and there, like not on anything consequential, just like on one of the vents in the dash and my climbing shoes that were tucked in the back because they just have so much, they're just filthy, and so those types of things are more likely to get moldy than something that's kind of clean and sanitary. But it was easy to deal with, so it will be nice that the next few days are going to be quite frozen, because if it's frozen, I don't have to worry about my doors leaking, and I don't have to worry about mold, because where I'm most likely to get mold is there are places that aren't kept warm when I have the heater on, so those areas will stay frozen and then mold won't grow. So it's great. And also, while I was at my friend's today, I got to have a shower, so I'm clean, my hair is clean, it feels so good, especially on my scalp, and I did all my laundry. That's what this is. This is one load of laundry, and so when that bag gets full, or when it gets like 2/3 full, I round up everything else in here, like pillowcases, cloths, and any like kind of on-the-go clothes that are floating around, and do all my laundry. So I was able to do that at my friend's house, which is really nice. And then I had to take Frank to the vet. Well, I really let the day get away from me and just like kind of forgot to eat. Which, yeah, I had a treat, but I hadn't like eaten any real food. And so, yeah, it's so nice that I just can stay in town. And on my walk, I noticed a couple vans with their heaters on, like other van people just staying in town, because it's really not worth getting stuck. The way it's accumulating, I would 100% have an ordeal to deal with tomorrow. And I get that that makes really good content, and people love like the drama, and it makes a good thumbnail. And you know, I've been stuck a lot of times, and I've intentionally gone out knowing it would snow when I had people with me, that like the whole thing would be like a fun situation. But at this point in my life, like I just want to be kind to my nervous system, and I don't care about taking an opportunity for videos to go get into a situation just to have some like epic looking thumbnail. Like it's just not worth it for me. I'd rather just do what I would do if I wasn't filming, which is play it safe. And yeah, like I said, just go easy on my nervous system. So I just put the heater on, so I'll get nice and cozy in here. I'm gonna enjoy this wrap, put away my laundry, feed Frank, and just like putter around in the van, just be cozy and just like savor the fact that like I'm not gonna be stuck in the woods tomorrow, and that if I can't drive from here, I can walk to do everything I need to do. And if it keeps this like dumping down tonight, I'm definitely gonna go for like a night walk, which is something really nice about being in town, is that there's all the lights and stuff. So with the snow, like it's just so nice to go walk around and you can see everything. And so yeah, that's a good decision I've made today. Yay! I got my laundry washed, dried, and put away all today. Feels awesome. Frankie, hi. Do you need a little treat for having endured my absence? Because I got you one. Because you always get one when I leave you alone for a couple hours. With the snow falling heavy, I was so excited to get out for a walk in the winter wonderland, to take you along with me, but sometime around 1 a.m. the snow turned to rain, and it fell heavy the rest of the night and all through the morning and on and off throughout the day. So I just spent the day in the van, parked at my friend's place still, snuggling with Frank, and mostly working on my computer to avoid the big sloppy mess that was outside. But today was sunny, so after meeting a friend for lunch, I took the long way back to my van through the estuary and just, you know, enjoyed some fresh air and sunshine and views of the Chief and stuff. So that was really nice to get out, and you know, even though the trail was a little mucky and wet at times, it was still definitely worth the detour back to the van, and now it is nighttime and I'm cozy in my van. I did some work at the library today, and yeah, I just made some hot chocolate and I'm just gonna hang out with Frank. I'm not really sure if I feel like doing more work tonight, or I might find a movie to watch or something. I really haven't been filming a lot since I've been back in Squamish because I just kind of like lose motivation for filming and actually hiking even, because I've just lived here so long and done so much here. It's just not as exciting to me as it used to be, which, you know, is a mindset that I can totally change. But yeah, I just always feel more inspired to vlog when I'm new places or places I don't spend as much time. And when I'm back in Squamish, I just get into like a real at-home routine of kind of like seeing friends and taking care of business. And, you know, with the weather being quite rainy a lot of the time, it's really nice just to slow down and be cozy and just hang out in my van. Like when it gets hot in the summer, I just can't really spend a lot of quality time in my van. And if I am, it's because I'm desperately trying to stay out of the sun, but I'm hot and uncomfortable. So yeah, I just like to take time in winter to just, you know, savor being inside, like have these drinks slowly. So yeah, when I woke up to snow the other day, I was like actually excited and inspired to film something. And now I'm in the middle of a video that I didn't intend to film, but it's probably a good thing because I had nothing filmed. I've always had a backlog of like a few weeks of footage that I can just edit and release, and I have nothing at this point other than what I'm actively doing, which is in a way refreshing. I got to start the year with a clean slate. We're still downtown. So it's just cars going by, and yeah, I pretty much just tune them out when there's like kind of regular vehicle noise. I don't really notice. It's more like and I'm somewhere like remote and quiet, and then like somebody just like comes and is in my space when there's tons of free space, then it really bothers me. But if I'm in town and there's just people all around, then it really doesn't actually bother me. So yeah, I just tune it all out. I can just sleep through all of it. Like I slept so well last night, and I woke up and like, you know, dozens or hundreds of people had driven by going to work, and like I just slept right through all of it. I don't even notice. So yeah, that's great, but oh yeah, just gonna kick back, relax. It's pretty chilly outside, but not near as cold as it is in Squamish. We left Squamish last night. We caught the last ferry over to the island, which is where we are now. So it was really nice to get up and head straight to the beach, because I actually haven't gone to the beach since I got home to the coast, because Squamish has no public beach access right now due to developers developing things and, yeah, the process of gentrification. Which is too bad, because the place we used to hang out was Frank's favorite hangout spot, and it was really great to be in the sun and wind to dry out my van and prevent mold. But those days are long gone, letting it go. And yeah, it just worked out that my plans I've had for the past couple of weeks to come over to the island aligned with the Arctic outflow arriving in Squamish. So even though it's cold here, it is much, much colder there. Yeah, I just planned this trip to the island because we have about 6 days where Frank doesn't have to go see a vet. And I just wanted a change of scenery, and since all my travel plans kind of got stopped in their tracks, I just thought it would be a nice thing to do for us. I've been feeling actually pretty bummed out and stressed out, and yeah, just like going through some mental health stuff. So it's good to be over here, change of scenery. Gonna go hang out with somebody who's very supportive and fun. And yeah, so I didn't intend to make this video. I wasn't planning on filming, but then the snow inspired me, and here we are at the end of a video you've just watched. So thank you so much for watching all the way through. It really actually does make a difference with the algorithm if people watch through. And a huge thank you to patrons for your support. I probably would have quit YouTube by now if it weren't for you guys. So yeah, I just really appreciate your supporting me as a creator, and I really enjoy just like all the things I create and share there, which is a lot more than here. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, and I'm not sure what I have coming up next, but I will be filming some stuff while I'm over here. So there'll be a video from my island trip, and yeah, got a cute clip of Frank to send you off on your way, and we'll see you soon. Once again, a huge thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Go to betterhelp.com/alpine to save 10% off your first month.